About a year ago, I met a sweet, practical girl. Honestly, I fell in love with her right away, and we ended up getting married. But there was something she had been hiding from me. It turned out to be the reason we broke up. One rainy afternoon, I walked into a cafe during peak hours, with people rushing in from work or school. On days like this, everyone craves a hot drink to warm up and dry off. I couldn't find an empty table to sit by myself, so I just walked in and started a conversation with her. We both began complaining about the weather. Ugh, what a nightmare. It feels like the rain's been poured out of a bucket, I said. Yeah, you're right. You're soaked too, she replied, totally agreeing with me. I didn't expect this today. I didn't dress for the weather and forgot my umbrella, I said, laughing a little. The conversation moved on to other topics, including some personal stuff. Like any good gentleman, I couldn't resist giving her my number. The next day I called her and we made plans to meet up. The honeymoon phase of our relationship lasted about 3 weeks. Then I ended up staying over at her place. It was on our second date that Lila opened up and shared her past with me. She had been in a relationship before, but it wasn't a good one. Her ex was unstable, often drunk, and sometimes violent. Living with him was like living in hell, she said. And that's not even the worst part. Even after 4 months, he kept making threatening calls. Just last week, he came to me drunk and threatened to kill me. I don't even know what to do about it. I needed to copy a file to a USB drive. I searched for mine for a long time, but I couldn't find it, so I decided to borrow one from Layla. I couldn't resist clicking on the video she had saved. What I saw made my heart sink. There she was, smiling, laughing, and looking comfortable with a man much older than her. At the beginning of the video, she even said, "I'm getting married soon, but that doesn't change anything between us." I was in shock. It didn't take long for me to decide I needed to confront the situation. Layla didn't mention anything about the video, so I went ahead and tracked down the man. She had once casually mentioned that he hung out at the HS bar every Saturday, so that's where I went. When I saw him, I could tell right away that this guy had money. It was obvious from the way he carried himself, his clothes, and the whole vibe. I sat down across from him as he ordered his drink. "Good afternoon," I said, trying to stay calm. "My name's Julian. I'm Layla's boyfriend, and we need to talk." Wyatt didn't seem surprised. Instead, he responded in a mocking tone. Well, I see. You love her. Huh? I used to see her once a week. Don't worry. It won't affect your marriage. Or are you upset about that? Honestly, if it weren't for me, she'd probably be crying her eyes out after every visit. And by the way, he continued, the more money you throw at her, the more she'll try to please you. Is that a problem for you? A woman bringing money into the house? He snickered, then went on. All this talk about her father. She's from somewhere up north. Don't worry, it's all right. I'll even help you with the damn payment. I was speechless. I wasn't expecting any of this, he snickered and went on. All this talk about her father. She's from somewhere up north. Don't worry, it's all fine. I'll even help you with the damn payment. I was speechless. I didn't know how to respond to him, let alone how to process what I was hearing. The situation felt so out of control.